Hello and welcome to another episode of Bella Star Astrology, here with your weekly astrology report for April 11th through April 17th. It's going to be a pretty mellow week, a little bit exciting, a little bit rocky. We'll see how it goes, but I don't want to forget to tell you to please subscribe. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. It really shows that you support the content that I'm sharing. And most importantly, please sign up today so that you can receive notifications by clicking on the bell every time a new video posts. But without further ado, here is the week of April 11th through April 17th, starting with April 12th, when Jupiter and Neptune will be conjunct again. So this is really going to be setting a positive note for all of us all over the world. We are really going to be more kind to each other. It's going to expand more those qualities of kindness, those qualities of giving. As you can already see, as the conjunction has been happening for the last few months, that a lot of things have changed. People have more compassion for each other. People seem to be more on a humanitarian front. And since they're conjunct in Pisces, obviously the interconnectedness, from the fact that we are exploring ways for us to join a metaverse and for us to be able to be connected at all times on a virtual level, it really is expanding those nebulous, let's say, sort of platforms, things that are outside of our bodies. Those outer body experiences with technology. So it's going to be interesting to see what gets pushed out this week from now on. Interesting to see how we adapt to this new environment. And most importantly, just really this activation is going to activate our senses in terms of what we perceive and what we see. Jupiter, of course, is a planet that expands. Neptune is a planet of illusion. So there's going to be some sort of expansion in our maybe mutual delusion, hopefully in a positive way, so that we are able to really be on a higher level, higher next evolution of humankind, let's say. Then we have April 14th, where Mars enters Pisces, and that's going to give us a lot of energy as well with that Jupiter-Neptune conjunction on the 12th, and now the Mars entering Pisces. This is going to be an energy for us to connect deeper, for us to be motivated, to be more compassionate, motivated, to be more in sort of an illusionary state. Maybe not so good for those of us who may have addictions, who may have addictive personalities. So really watch out for yourself during this time, as well as looking for a way to be more at peace within yourself. Even with Mars there, it's going to motivate us to really look for that inner peace. So look for that psychological level of, outside of the chaos, because of course, as you know, Mars is the god of war. It's going to force us to really maybe be overthinking things, overanalyzing things, be more in depth with things. Where we're also have Jupiter in the same exact sign, it's going to expand that as well. But what we want to do in terms of utilizing this energy is maybe generating new ideas, new ways of thought, new ways of escaping our reality in a positive way, of creating maybe, the thought becoming a thing type of books, whether that's, books by Esther Hicks or, looking at Bob Proctor and different, thought leaders like that will really help you to learn more about how the human mind works and how to take advantage of, while Mars is in Pisces, expanding your mind, expanding the possibilities, taking all the things that are formless within our minds, within ourselves, and creating something from it. So hopefully that'll be motivating during this time. Then April 16th, there'll be a full moon in Libra, and this is going to be looming over us all, igniting our passions in love, maybe ending a cycle within our relationships, maybe becoming a little bit more honest about where you are in your relationship. And then, of course, this is a great time for partners to build better connection, to connect on a deeper level. So if maybe there is some sort of adversity happening in your relationship or some sort of issue, maybe bringing it to a conclusion as it is a full moon. Don't set any intentions at this time, but definitely have those deeper conversations and maybe bring an argument or an issue to an end. And then, of course, on April 17th, Mercury in Taurus will be conjunct Uranus. And this is really going to, again, those thoughts into things again, taking your ideas, with a grain of salt. Don't be so rushed to judgment. Don't be so, unexpectedly responsive. You want to be more on the cautious side, and of course, it's just going to be a lot of fear-based, maybe, energy that you're going to be entering into. And it might not be so positive, but you want to be more on the cautious side. So definitely take that into consideration while Mercury is in Taurus and conjunct Uranus. So hopefully you guys will survive this transit and not make too many rash decisions, but really, focus on something long enough, because Taurus is a sign of stability. So maybe this might give you the unexpected result that you might follow through with some of the ideas that you have been putting into, your own mind or into reality. So good luck with creating from thought into the formless. And most importantly, utilize this week, since we have so many Neptunian energy, Mercurial and Uranian energy. You want to be very curious about the ways that you're thinking, the ways that you're forming your life. Maybe this is a good time to pivot, to look at a new, reality, or look at your current reality and say, hey, what are the things that I want to change? What are the plans that I want to do in the future? And maybe start thinking about some of the things you might set intentions for during the new moon that'll be coming up in about 2 weeks. And of course, I want to thank you all for liking, subscribing to this channel. I want to be just clear with you all that I'm so grateful for the growth. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. It really shows that the content I'm creating is helping you. And most importantly, if you would like your own personal astrology reading, there are links below for you to obtain a reading, as well as a reading for you and your lover, a synastry reading. And most importantly, thank you all for continuing to support and creating this community that we are all like-minded connectors together to learn about astrology, together to learn about how to navigate the energies of each week. Thank you all and have a wonderful week.